At this level, Kendall, how important is it to have kind of with those, different resources and things that you're bringing in? How important is it to still have core value alignment with those companies and our core values?
I think it's always important, right? I mean, I think we have 9 core values. There's a few that always kind of pop out to me that really resonate. So like transparency is one, that we're agile is another one, for example. So, because we're such a fast moving, innovative company, those things definitely matter. So, when we get a ton of applications, I'll say, um, for to become a solution. And we
I
do
imagine.
run them through, a matrix, and we are investigating them. We also will investigate who the CEO is. Like that's part of the process that my team is supposed to, be vetting these solutions through. Now, I will tell you, I inherited several solutions, so I can't speak to what was done in the past, but I know since I took over last year, I spent all of Q4 just rewriting the entire program, and it's in writing, it's documented, but like we have a fully documented, systematized process, right? So that is important to me, from the application through to launch, through the ongoing marketing and reviews. We do QMRs with our trust provider. So every quarter we're checking in, going over the numbers, how are things going, and how can we improve and upgrade the marketing that we do for the following quarter. So those are all puzzle pieces and then that we put together. And then, we are always fine tuning and improving the process as we go along because, you do things and then you realize like, hey, we could actually do that more efficiently. So let's try it this way. Or, hey, we tried that. We realize there's a gap here. Let's build a system and an SOP for that. And it's really funny for me to even use these words because I'm an entrepreneur and a former visionary. Can we transition to this? Because this is kind of funny to
Let's
me.
do it.
Because this is thinking about as a CEO to like someone who worked
Uh-huh.
with a CEO. My husband was the operator slash integrator. I was the visionary,
Uh-huh.
you know, in our past, in the real estate space before me coming into this role here. And my husband used to get so upset with me because one, he wanted me to write stuff down and I refused. Like, get it out of your brain, Kendall. That's not a system, right? Like, get it on paper. I basically refused. And, or to systematize things, or that certainly stop changing it. Like every time I was like, oh, I got a better idea. Let's do this. Like, and he would call them like dropping grenades, like in the meetings. And I was like, no, but this is a really good idea. We're going to
Is he a processor?
He was, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's analytical. He's also a lawyer. So
Yeah.
he's just more process oriented than I was, right?
Yeah.
But this is the beauty of working with your opposite, right? In terms of like your strengths and your weaknesses. Because he would make me do roles in the company that I hated because he's like, well, you need to know how this works if you're going to be the owner of the company. And that was his lesson. My lesson was, I don't need to hire, I don't need to do that because I'm going to hire to my weaknesses,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. I default to your thinking too.
I'm leverage. I'm all about leverage. I'm
Yes.
like, I don't need to learn how to do it if I can pay someone to do it for me and they do it better than I ever could do it, right? Like I'd rather do that. So we taught each other is what we've learned. Like he taught me things, I've taught him things. And so now coming into this role at EXP where I'm a leader of my department, but I'm definitely a general or a foot soldier. I don't know anything about ranks, but like, I report to someone who is our true leader.
Yeah.
And my job is to effectuate their goals. And that has been like super enlightening, empowering, um, challenging, but not in a bad way, like in a good way. And also like it's really helped me to take what I know how to do and all the skills I have from my entire educational background, like, and bringing it forward in a real way. And so it's been a lot of fun hearing, because Leo doesn't necessarily come to me and say, Kendall, I want this, and this. Really what he does is he plants a seed.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah,
beautiful
I
thing.
see that in him. I see that his leadership style is more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll plant a seed and he'll say, Kendall, I think I want X. Like, and I'm like, okay, give me a minute. And I think about it, and I get to he allows me to still envision his vision and bring it to life, and he will care about certain big picture things. He might give me a couple of guardrails. But then after that, he sets me free to go, like, operationalize it, to put it together, to think about the systems and process, think about the departments. And that has been probably one of the coolest experiences I have had. And the fact that he trusts me to do it
Yeah.
has been, like, really one of, like, the best experiences I've had at EXP.